Welcome to Monday, the Seth Williams Show with Chris Aiken.
Howdy.
What's going on?
Another fine Monday.
Yeah, dude, I'm like irritated beyond belief, man. Like, I was telling you before we started, there's a lot of stuff going on at work. So there's a lot of just craziness there, which is fine. That's expected. That's okay.
Right.
But today, I didn't even get a chance to eat lunch. So, I take medicine.
Sure.
Now that I didn't take before I lost a leg and stuff, but I take medicine which lowers the blood sugar.
Right.
And so I didn't get to eat. But all day today, I was sitting there going, all right, there's a cream donut with my name on it sitting at home so I can go home, have something in me before I go upstairs, do the show. And so there was this donut that I got over the weekend. I got a box of them for the family over the weekend, and there's this one because I had two of everything. And so I know that I saved the one for me.
And you're sitting at work and you can taste it, right? You can
it.
literally taste that cream filling in the donut.
Because my turkey sandwich and everything I did not get to have. And I was like, all right, I need something to eat when I get home. So I got to raise the blood sugar and make sure everything's all right. So there's this donut that I know that I bought. I know that it's sitting there. My daughter had one of the cream donuts. And there's this other one that's sitting right there in a little golden box.
Right.
I'm going to get home. I'm going to eat it. I'm going to chow down. Everything's going to be great. And I'll feel all right. And perfect. I get home. I open up that box, man. And I was so ready to dive in. And all I see is a leftover remnants of sprinkles laying on the fucking bottom of the box. I'm sorry, the freaking bottom of the box. And nobody's around to be found.
Right.
The dog's out. I don't see the cats anywhere. And my daughter's gone. My wife I know is at work. I'm like, somebody broke in and stole my donut.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, okay. I know what happened. My daughter had to have had the donut when she got home from school. So now I'm just fuming because I know she already had one of the cream donuts. I'm like, all right, what a greedy little shit. She took the one donut.
Right.
So she walks to the door with the dog after taking it for a walk, and I'm like, hey, where's my donut? Where's the cream donut? There was one damn cream donut left. Where is it? And now because I'm low on blood sugar a little bit, I get a little bit irritated, a little bit pissed.
Right.
And I didn't eat it. I swear to God, I didn't eat it. I'm like, get out of here. You did not. Somebody ate it. The dog didn't jump up on the counter and eat the damn donut.
Right.
But she maintained, no, I didn't eat it. I'm like, okay. I text my wife, who hasn't had a donut in 20 years of me knowing her. Not one. Never had a donut in the history of 20 years of me knowing her.
Right.
I could name 1,000 other things that she's had, but not one donut. Has she ever eaten in front of me? Or I text her, I'm like, hey, did you happen to know what happened to that last donut? Yeah, I had one donut. So that one donut that I've been dreaming about since noon today,
right?
My wife, who's never had a donut in the entire time that I've known her in 20 years, she downed that damn thing, and I'm stuck with nothing.
Well, you could have a nice piece of bread.
Oh yeah, no, I licked the sprinkles off the box, and had a glass of juice so that way I'd feel all right. Come, doing the show.
Maybe there's a can of broth in the cupboard somewhere for you.
Yeah. I started looking at the carbohydrate count on the dog treats that are laying in the house.
That's funny.
See if the chicken flavored strips have any sugar in them that I could chow down on. I swear to God, man. And she calls, she's like, I'm sorry, I didn't know you were saving. What do you mean you didn't know I was saving it? There's one left.
Yeah.
What, I need to scrape my name into the chocolate on it?
Well, especially because she doesn't eat them.
No.
It'd be you would be at fault if you left it if she regularly ate donuts.
Right. Never seen her eat a donut in 20 years. And I said, what would possess you? Because now I'm just pissed.
Right.
But I'm not pissed to the point that I love my wife. It's not like I'm that pissed. I don't want a divorce over a donut. But I said, what would possess you to finally, in 20 years, to have one donut? The one that happens to be left in the box.
Now, the best answer in the world would be, I felt like my blood sugar was low.
Right. If she said that, I give an A for effort and we move on. No, I didn't have time to have cereal this morning.
Okay.
What do you mean you didn't have time to have? It takes 3 seconds to dump some cereal in a bowl, milk on top of it, and eat the cereal.
Well, she didn't have 3 seconds.
Apparently not. Needs to get up earlier. Start slapping on makeup.
Well, she took the. What'd she do? Take the donut with her and eat it in the car?
I don't know what she did. She probably just downed it right there over the sink.
That is funny.
Just for the record, we're doing an abbreviated show tonight.
Yeah, we are, because you're cranky. I do not feel well at all.
Yeah, you don't feel good. I got some stuff I got to take care of. So
Yeah, so that's okay. We'll pack it full of good stuff.
Man, we've already started fantastic. It's one hell of a show.
Yeah, we have. We're already into donut talk. I mean, how much better can it get than that?
Seth, Chris dinner. Browns won yesterday. We didn't bet any dinner.
I don't think, did we bet on that one? I don't remember if we,
We're even because I went double or nothing and I lost.
Yeah. I don't think I'd have been betting too highly on the Browns yesterday. I love the game. Love the win. I didn't love the game, but I loved the win. But
if you didn't notice my background today,
I didn't. What is that?
That is actually exclusive photograph from the massage parlor that Watson visited during halftime of yesterday's game.
You think that's what happened? He got a rub and tug at halftime?
Yeah, he got cranked out during the half, right on some massage table in a locker room in Baltimore. Either that or during that 15 minutes, he hightailed it in a cab to some massage place and then felt better, went back, and actually had a hell of a game in the second half.
He had an Instagram slut at halftime. Is that what you're saying?
No doubt.
He did come out like a totally different player.
He looked he looked like he did back for the Texans.
Dude, it was so, and that was so bizarre because he was so bad in the first half. He was so bad in the first half, I turned it off for a while. I literally turned it off for a while because I was just like, this is going to be 45-0. You know, it was so bad early. And then I turned it back on just as the third quarter started, and then it was just like, whoop, score, whoop, score, whoop, score. I was like, holy shit, this guy looks like the real deal all of a sudden. Loved it.
Watson had a donut. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe that dumb bastard came over and ate my donut.
Could be.
It's not a show without the stable squirrel. It's awfully early to play a stable squirrel.
Are we in need? Well, we are talking about Watson.
Yeah, I don't even know where she's at. That would be my luck. Stable squirrels go there. I didn't label it stable squirrel. I labeled it dicks.
Oh my God.
Gotta get rid of that.
Gotta get that thing off first.
Yeah. Anyway. I'm having a hell of a day, man. Dicks.
Oh my God. Staples actually sells staples.
I wish you could pause on this. We don't need to do a show. If I could pause like on her ass. Then
just show it.
And then we just walk away.
I'll see you next week, everybody.
See ya.
You guys can watch this for 89 minutes.
Well, the Browns did it. They were one of the 5 teams that won their game, at least on the last minute game-winning field goal. Yeah, there were a lot of games yesterday that ended like that. That was interesting. Now, did you watch the whole? No, you didn't watch the whole thing.
I turned it off in the middle of the second quarter, yeah.
Yeah, well, I decided I was going to say screw it and get out when it was, I think it was 24-9.
Right.
All right, screw this game. I'm done. And I decided we're going to go out and get some stuff, get some errands done and drive around for a little bit before I had to pick up my daughter from her work. And I turned on the radio in the car, and I'm like, all right, my wife's in some store somewhere. And so I turned on the radio, and I hear that they just scored the almost game-tying touchdown.
Right.
I'm like, get the hell out of here. They're actually going to tie up this game. And then that dumbass misses the extra point. And I thought for sure, in perfect, Browns fashion, they were going to lose that game.
That would be the point, 31-30.
Yeah. And then I decided, well, I'll give it a listen. And I listened, and they actually pulled it out. Unbelievable. First time that Watson's pulled it out.
Well, I don't think he ever put it in before, did he? Just someone's hand.
It depends. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a weird. I turned it off for. Unlike you, I will not suffer if I'm watching it and it's going bad. I turn it off because I'm not going to put myself in a shitty mood for a week over some dumb football game. So I turned it off, and I looked at the score at halftime, and I was like, well, they didn't give up any more than when I turned it off. So I was like, let me just turn it back on in the third quarter. And then they just started driving, and I was like, all right, watch this. And like you, I couldn't believe it. I really was like, am I asleep? Am I dreaming this? Because they can't be. Yeah, and it's because they looked so bad in the first. Dude, one play in, it was 7-0.
Yeah, I know.
One fucking play.
His first pass was to the other team again.
Oh, and look, he played fantastic in the second half.
Yeah.
That being said, my man's got to stop with the low passes. He throws a lot of passes low. That one that got intercepted for the touchdown in the first play. No, again, the guy just jumped up and swatted the ball into his arm. It was too low. And I don't want to turn this into a bash thing, but Kevin Stefanski's a fucking moron. He is a moron. Did you see the play? I saw it in the replay, and I just couldn't believe it. So, regardless of anything, we have the best that the kicker is the best long distance kicker in the NFL this year. Our kicker. He's like 7 for 7 for 50 plus yard field goals, right?
Right.
So Watson gets hurt at the end of the very end of the half, and they're at about the 50-yard line. They sent out the kick team to kick a 61-yard field goal.
Yeah.
Now, again, this is the best guy in the NFL at doing that.
Yeah.
Then they call timeout, switch back. Do they switch back to Watson? No, because Watson has gone to the locker room already. They switched to throw a Hail Mary with P.J. Walker, who had not thrown a pass in the game.
And it comes up like 5-10 yards short.
Yeah, it was like, and those announcers, not for nothing, but those announcers were, how did we rate such a low announce team yesterday?
Yeah, it was pretty rough.
They were terrible. That one guy, I think his name was Robbie Raven, because he couldn't suck the Ravens off enough. Every play. Oh, my God, look at this guy. Look at this guy, Keaton Williams. This guy's the best player since Jim Brown. It's like, would you stop?
Sandy apparently thinks the kicker is hot.
Our kicker?
I guess.
What's his name? Dustin something?
Hawkins,
something? I don't know.
We got to get a picture. Is he hot? Is he good looking?
I don't know. Let's see. I don't even know his name to look. Let's see. Browns kicker, Dustin Hopkins.
Yeah.
Let's find us a picture of him without a helmet on. This guy's not hot. What is she, nuts? Not that I'm a good judge
Let's
of.
see what he looks like, but she's talking about Stefanski.
Oh, Stefanski maybe, but this guy.
Yeah, let's see Dustin. I don't know what he looks like.
He looks like his head got squished in a helmet. I mean, yeah, come on.
Whoa. Well, I mean, compared to me, he's a looker, I guess, but
I guess.
But
there he is.
Stefanski is good looking, man. I haven't met a woman yet that doesn't think Stefanski's hot.
Well, the looks hide the stupidity, apparently, because he does dumb things every week. Every week he does something dumb.
Yeah, he's really not the best coach, but he's getting lucky. I mean, they're making him look good.
Well,
that defense is fantastic. I mean, he's not in charge of that.
Yeah, and the fact that we didn't lose that game with as bad as the offense played in the first. What did you texted me at one point, and he was
QB rating of 6,
and Watson was like 6 for 25 or something passing or something. I was like, what the hell? It was definitely not a pretty win. We'll take it, and I mean, you beat the team that's in first place, so that's always good. You beat the Ravens.
You can't exactly expect a pretty win against a team like the Ravens. I mean,
no,
they're not that good. You got a great defense. And
You got
the
a great
offense looked good in the
defense.
second half.
Yeah. And they have a great defense, too. I mean, I think we're overlooking that a little bit with Watson's terrible first half. But, the Ravens are a good defense, too. Hey, I'm on board, Mario. I'm definitely on board.
Whatever. They won their last game of the year on Sunday. They will not win again.
Stop it. They got another 6 in them.
Mario the Barber checking in. Mario's got a toy drive going on. He's going to come on the show maybe hopefully Wednesday, if not next week, talk about his toy drive that he's going to be having at his barbershop in Parma.
Very
That's
cool.
going to be on the Bob Pratt show on Friday. So
look at that.
Mario
making the rounds.
Look at that. Yeah, he is making the rounds. You know why? Because Bloom Daddy and them won't help him. So, that's where we come in.
Bloom Daddy won't help Mario the Barber.
No. We'll get back to talking about the Browns. You know who I had dinner? I had dinner at Morton's, I told you, on Friday night.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. How was that?
It was great, actually. It was a fantastic meal, and I had chicken, which is not exactly a Morton-style dinner, but...
Did they have to order that from somewhere?
No, they actually have a chicken dish.
I didn't know that Morton sold chicken.
Yeah, but my wife, damn woman who ate that last donut, still pissed. But she knew the meal was taken care of, obviously, and so she got a steak that was worth more than I think my entire setup here in the room, my laptop and everything that I own. Her steak was more expensive than. And then she's like, "Oh, a glass of wine." Then she ordered a salad. It was like $25. I mean, it was
whoa, $25 for a salad.
It was a big salad. Now look, the salad is
$25 worth of salad should be as big as a table.
It pretty much was. It was almost as big as the table. But then there were some iHeart people that showed up, including the guy that fired me.
Oh, that's nice.
So I stood up and I shook hands with everybody, and Bloom Daddy was there, and I shook hands with him and said hello. And
did you thank him for doing the Browns thing every Wednesday?
Yeah. It was very cordial. It was very nice. And then they went and sat behind a table, like in a table behind a wall somewhere, and I didn't see him the rest of the night other than say goodbye. But it was, my wife goes, "Well, why didn't you say something?" Well, what the hell am I going to do? I'm at an event to honor Travis Mills, and what am I going to do? I'm going to be a dick and say, "Hey, why'd you fire me?"
Yeah, you don't need to make a scene.
No.
And it will become a scene because you'll get mad in no time. You'll go from 0 to 100 in no time just thinking about that they fucking fired you.
Yeah, me? I never.
Yeah, you would get mad in a minute.
Look, I don't have like an anger issue. I never get angry on the show or anything.
Oh, stop.
But it was a good dinner nonetheless. It was actually,
that's good.
And it was nice seeing. It was kind of nice seeing those guys, but then I felt bad because I only called one of them the devil like a couple of times on the show.
Well, that's the way it goes. Dude, we might have to look into a microphone for you.
Is there something happening? I checked it. Everything.
You know what? It sounds good to me, but everybody else complains. Like it always sounds good to me, but everybody else seems to bitch. So maybe the microphone's not that good. Maybe we need to get a different one.
Well, if somebody's buying it, I'm starting a GoFundMe
for microphones.
A microphone. Steal one from the radio station.
Yeah, there you go.
No, I don't think that's a good way to keep my my job going.
Well, they're working you a whole lot more than you agreed to.
It doesn't matter. I need the money.
It's a perk, isn't it?
Take the microphone.
Yeah, it's a perk.
No, believe me, no.
Just take it back and forth on Mondays and Wednesdays.
One day you just take one and
just take it, bring it back Thursday. What's the problem? Still there.
YouTube. It says YouTube.
What about YouTube?
Maybe that's the problem. Maybe that's where the sound issues are going.
Oh.
Because I see the levels, and the levels are fine for me. So.
Well, if it's YouTube, I don't care. Watch somewhere else.
Was Carmen there kissing everyone from WTM's butt? No, he was not there. Shocking, he was at a St. Ed's game or something like that. So,
okay.
Guy graduated in 1986 and is still looking to get a Letterman jacket.
It's only got to go to 10 more games and he gets his E for his jacket.
Yeah.
Ugh.
He's vying for Homecoming King for next year.
Well, that'd be great. I hear he's in the running for valedictorian.
Yeah. But yeah, it was a nice dinner. Nice. I haven't been to Morton's in forever, so it was kind of cool being there.
I've only eaten there once, and it's really good. But like you, I don't have that kind of scratch to just let me throw $250 for a fucking meal for two.
It's a rather pricey joint. Really good, but very.
That's
pricey.
why. That's why it's a pricey joint, because the food is great, but I'll stick to the places Tony goes to. Cerna's. It's much better.
See? We're fine. Everything's good.
I wasn't worried.
Neither am I.
Well, maybe.
All right, so you think back to the Browns. You think the Browns are actually going to make the playoffs?
Wow.
You're what, 6-3 now, right?
Yeah. You know what? I'd love to say yes. I want to say yes. And I can't believe the Steelers are still winning.
Oh.
That team is terrible, but they're 6-3.
They beat us.
They beat us, and dude, yesterday I don't know what the score was to the game. I don't follow the Steelers, but I did see that they won, and I also saw that Kenny Pickett had like 120 yards passing. How in this day and age is somebody with 120 yards passing winning a game? How is that even possible?
Dude, they have a great run. I haven't watched it.
No, they don't have a they
other than the shit show that was the Browns.
They're by committee. They have like 2 or 3 guys. They got that Najee Harris, who I guess is the main guy, but then they got a couple of other guys, and they just they each get 40, 50 yards a game. I don't know.
Am I going to have to eat my words? 6 wins? No, Scott. I just said the Browns have won their last game of the year. That is the last one.
That is not. You're so wrong on that.
They're going to lose to the Steelers this weekend.
Is that this weekend?
Yep.
Where's it at?
Home.
Oh, they're winning that.
No, they're not.
They're winning that.
Nope.
After the big dismantling of the Baltimore Ravens, they're winning that.
All right, let's see.
Myles Garrett going to hit somebody in the head again with their
Steelers at Browns. They're going to lose that.
No way.
Browns at Broncos. They won't be able to breathe in the air. They're going to lose that game.
Stop.
Browns at Rams.
Now, come on. The Rams are terrible.
They're terrible, but it's in Los Angeles. They're going to be too busy partying. Watson's going to be having sex with hookers. So,
well, then they'll win.
They might win that game. Bears at Browns.
Come on. Bears?
Jaguars at Browns.
Jags got beat 34-3 yesterday.
Still better than the Browns.
Stop.
Browns at Texans. C.J. Stroud's going to throw for 400 yards on the Browns.
Watson, all Watson's horrors are in Texas still. It's going to be like a homecoming.
Jets at Browns.
Jets looked god-awful last night against the Raiders.
Aaron Rodgers is going to be playing that game. We lose.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not. You're going to get Zach Wilson.
And then Browns at Bengals.
That's the only hard game I hear on that whole list. Browns at Bengals. They might run the table.
The Rams game will be a home game for the Browns. There will be more Browns fans than Rams fans.
Probably true. The Browns could win every single one of those games.
But see, this is my point, Sandy. You're proving my point. They were supposed to lose to the Ravens, too. Look what happened.
Yeah.
Now, the games that they're supposed to win, they're going to get their asses kicked.
Nope. This was the turn the corner. Turn the corner.
When does the weed law go into effect?
December 7th.
Browns are going to be too high to actually win games.
No way.
No doubt.
No way, because the other teams will be too.
No. The Bengals game might be a toss-up. They'll all be high because it's going to be legal in Ohio by then.
See? By then, the Browns will all... First of all, these guys are all smoking pot anyway. So it ain't like they're waiting for it to be legal to start smoking up.
Yeah, but now they're going to do it in the locker room and everything else.
Yeah, but... think about these guys coming in from states that can't smoke pot. They are going to go out and have a field. They are going to fucking camp out at Puffin Stuffs and just get smoked up. They're going to get poured onto the field.
Now, how does that work? I guess they could have their own laws, right? But now at work, can they drug test you and say, hey, you're high, you got weed in you, we got to fire you?
I think they could probably still test you and just say, well, as an employee, you can or cannot smoke pot.
Yeah, but they can't do that. Look, as long as you're not doing it on the clock.
Yeah. It's the same as
alcohol. If you have
alcohol.
weed in your system.
It's the same as alcohol, though. It'll be the same as alcohol. You can't show up drunk, but you can.
No, but weed stays in your system for like a week or something like that at least.
Yeah.
So if they do a random drug test and you have weed.
Well, they're going to have to
change.
They'll take weed out of the drug test.
They're going to have to take it out, right?
Yeah, they'll take weed out of the drug test.
So I'm smoking every day now. That's all. I decided I'm picking up weed.
I'm thinking about gummies myself. Thinking a couple of gummies a day.
I thought about it. Why not just join the crowd?
Why not? I agree with you there. Why not?
I'm going to put an ashtray in my living room. I'm going to smoke around the kid. Everything will be fine.
Get a vape pen.
I'm allowed to do whatever the hell I want to do.
Yeah, get a vape pen. Go for it. I'm with you.
I'm going to go on a petition and legalize other stuff, though. Stuff that I like.
Like what?
Well, name it.
Heroin?
I never tried that.
Coke?
Let's go for it. Legal.
I ain't opposed. Not really. Coke, I don't think I'd be that opposed to Coke. It doesn't make you hallucinate.
Scott's going to give some gummies to Natalie. How awful is that going to be?
The gummies, I just hope, I haven't had gummies in a while, but I sure hope that they've made them taste better.
Like I said, I did an endorsement for gummies, and I never actually tried one. I don't know what do they do to you?
Mellow you out, just same as smoking a joint. It's just THC enriched gummies. They put the THC juice, they bake it into the gummies.
If they have cream donut flavored gummies, I'll go ahead and do it.
There you go. Look at that. Maybe they'll bake it right into THC donuts.
Yeah, my problem is my wife will eat them before I get home.
Well, you'll know then, because she'll fucking pour herself in real slow. Hey, what's up, Seth?
I'm not being facetious. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go ahead and I don't even know if that's how you spell it, but I'm guessing
That's definitely not how you spell it. But
that's what he meant. I'm assuming.
I thought he was making a Festivus joke, but I wasn't getting
no, I
it.
think he's being facetious.
Okay.
And I'm not. Why not? Why not pick it up and just do whatever I want to do?
Yes. That's what I've been saying the whole time. Who cares about the laws anyway? Just do what you're going to do. Live your life.
I would ask my son in Michigan, but he's in Nashville. It's for private use in your home. Can't smoke it in places that have no smoking laws. They have excellent maple donut ones.
Ooh. Maple donut weed. Maple donut gummies. Problem I have with that is then you're eating the gummies for the gummies, not for the...
Then I'd eat too many of them.
Yeah, then you're eating 20 of them instead of 2.
If they taste good, I'm just going to start downing gummies.
Yeah. And gummies can be pretty potent. I mean, that's the one thing. That's the only drawback to gummies is, in your head, you're thinking like candy gummies where you might eat like a handful of them.
Yeah.
But with THC gummies or with pot gummies, man, you eat like a half, maybe one, and you get buzzed up.
Now, do you get all right, I've never done them, and it's been so long since I smoked any kind of weed or anything like
Sure.
that. What is the high feel? Is it like getting drunk? Because the last time, let me be honest. Hope nobody that I know is listening, family-wise. But last time that I smoked any kind of weed, I had a buddy, lived in Lakewood, and this guy was like a weed dude. Like
always smoking pot.
Always smoking weed.
Yeah.
And I went over to his house, and he had like one of these 5-foot friggin' bongs, man. Like I had to get on a step ladder to actually get to this friggin' thing. And I did this thing, and all of a sudden, man, I just got weirded out. I wanted to jump off the balcony. I was like I was in a corner crying, wishing my life was over, and for like 3 hours, dude. I couldn't figure out
Right.
what the hell I was doing. Now, it could have been laced with something. It looked like it had like little red hairs on it, but I don't know what that means. But so it could have been something else. I mean, what is a marijuana high supposed to do for you?
For me, it just mellows me out. Like, especially if I'm high, if I come in high strung, like really like you were at the start of the show, like really aggressive and really pissed off or angry.
Yeah.
I could smoke a joint, and then by the time I'm done smoking the joint, I'm like, all right, all is good.
Does it make you feel drunk though, or
Nah, not
like
really.
that?
Not really. I mean, you don't feel wobbly. I never felt paranoid, but then again, I never gave a shit if I got caught smoking pot. I was always the paranoia comes from fear. People that are like law-fearing people are the ones that get more paranoid anyway. You know, but like me, I never gave a shit. If I got arrested, I got arrested. So paranoid never even entered my mind.
It's going to be legal here, so I'm just trying to figure out whether I'm going to be paranoid just sitting like on my
Dude,
back.
here's what we're gonna do. Let's do it this way. On the whatever the closest show that we do to the 7th is, let's both of us go out, get some gummies, and we'll do them right on the show.
On the show?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's just do that. Let's just, whatever day they actually go legal, me and you will just get high right on the show. We'll, right at the beginning of the show, as soon as we're done singing God Bless America, we'll pop a gummy into our mouth.
And see, I knew it that as soon as I started talking about this,
Yeah.
Flat Earth guy was going to, chime in, who happens to be a minister. And
Sure.
says, Satan says for you to do whatever you want. That is the theme of the Satanic Bible.
Okay.
I'm not saying that, Michael. I don't want to just keep calling you Flat Earth guy. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that the voters have made their choice, and now it's going to be legal.
Yeah.
So if it's going to be legal, what's the difference between me having a beer or smoking God's green?
That's right. Back in the biblical times, they used to eat the opiate leaves to give them the extra energy to make their big long runs and stuff. When they would deliver messages back and forth, they would take a pack of, they would pull the leaves, and they would eat the leaves that would make them high, so that they would have more energy to run.
Well, answer that question then,
Okay.
Pastor. I'm asking for Minister Michael to answer that question. Like, if God didn't want you to get high, then why would He put the stuff here for you? For medicinal reasons?
Temptation.
So God said, I'm going to put pot down there as temptation?
That's right. Just like He made a fucking vagina feel great. It's all temptation.
Well, you can't reproduce if it feels like teeth. That would suck.
No, it wouldn't.
All right, maybe that was a bad example. Where are you going to get the gummies from? No stores yet. Well, I'm assuming once it's legal, you could probably go to Michigan or somewhere and just bring it over.
I have a strong feeling that on the 7th there'll be places. I have an equally strong feeling that after Thanksgiving, you're going to see commercials everywhere for buying weed.
All right, legal is not godliness. Well, does it say anywhere in the Bible, thou shalt not get high? Or
No.
eat the marijuana? Or smoke it? I mean, God created fire for a reason. Gummies are everywhere. Yeah, I mean, you can go to
You can get them.
you can go to some of these head shops and get gummies.
By the 7th, we'll be able to get them. I'll be able to get them. I can guarantee you that. I should have got some when I was in Detroit over the weekend.
What the hell are you doing? We're in Michigan.
Yeah, no, and I didn't stop at one of the pot places.
That's right. So you went up. Wait, let's take a break.
Okay.
Because we are going to have an abbreviated show tonight.
Yeah.
You haven't been feeling well, so we're going to end this a little bit early. Let's take a quick break, get some of the business out of the way, and then talk about your trip to Michigan.
Yes.
I want to find out about that. So hang on.
Does your company need fresh teas? Have you paid an arm and a leg for the ones you have? Worried about poor quality when you pay less? Stop worrying, Northeast Ohio, and visit us at www.wctees.com. At Wolf Creek Media, we're family owned, we offer simple pricing, and we're fair and honest. We even have an in-house graphic designer and cover all your apparel needs. So if you need t-shirts, hoodies, banners, or any other type of printing, call us at 330-353-9695 or visit us at WCTEES.com. That's WCTees.com. A proud sponsor of the Seth Williams Show.
Hey everybody, it's Don Doc, and when I'm feeling nostalgic, I always go to Pinball PA. You gotta go check it out. It's a lot of fun.
When you want to have fun in Pennsylvania, there's only one place to go, Pinball PA. Located near the Pittsburgh airport, we have over 420 classic pinball machines and arcade games that you can play. Admission starts at only $24.99. Want to have a party? Well, there's no better place than Pinball PA. Visit our website today at www.pinballpa.com to get more information or to book your next small or large party. Pinball PA, it's where the action is.
There's no place like home, and whether it's furniture, artwork, home accessories, appliances, or that one-of-a-kind collectible, Yellow Brick Road Online Auctions allows you to find everything you need from the comfort of your own home. The owner of Yellow Brick Road Auctions has been conducting online estate auctions for over 8 years by providing homeowners with a stress-free process to liquidate all items that have accumulated over the years.
I'm Melissa Mendici, owner of Yellow Brick Road Auctions. Log on today to find your heart's desire.
Right back here, the Seth Williams Show with Chris Aiken.
Yes, sir. Rick.
Yeah, man.
He doesn't
up on that.
He does not miss an opportunity either, does he?
No, he does not. Our son said it took him a year to have the first store after it passed. The gummies in stores here are CBD. Big difference. But I think you'd probably be able to go over to Michigan and get them, right? Now, legally.
I would think so.
If it's legal, you should be able to cross state lines with it.
Yeah.
Because God gave us free will to choose what way of life we choose. And when we were gambling, drinking back in the Bible days, God overturned. Okay. Hitler was elected and killed millions, but that pales to the 63 million legally murdered Americans. So, abortion.
Biden was elected?
I think Hitler was technically appointed. The Nazi Party was elected, but
Hitler was like, yeah, Hitler appointed himself, I think. And then went in and just started whacking people.
Yeah. Put it back in your pants, Rick.
Jeez.
Hey, look at this guy.
Who is that guy? I've never heard of him before.
Got some food truck or something.
Yeah,
Used to be a rock star. Now he sells food.
He used to call both of us. Remember those days?
That? Oh, yeah, I remember those days. That guy that used to be on the phone at times.
Yeah, that was 2 phones ago for each of us, though.
Yeah. You know what's funny about this guy? I'm still an admin on like his Facebook account.
Nice.
You realize the kind of shit that I could have done for him not returning any of my phone calls for the past like year and a half? I could have done to his Facebook.
You should have just posted phones, pictures of phones.
Yeah. I love that guy, though.
Yeah, me too.
I don't love his communication level, but other than that.
He's very busy. He was just on vacation again. I saw pictures again. He's on vacation.
He's on vacation. Yeah.
Dude's always
happy
on
anniversary.
Vacation.
He had an anniversary, him and his lovely wife.
Yeah. Boy, you want to talk about dating way, way above your means. Jesus.
Yeah, man. Holy cow. I saw a picture of Billy from the other day. There's some Facebook group.
Yeah.
Like 80s rock stars or something like that on Facebook or something.
Okay.
And there was a picture of Kid Wicked.
Okay.
And there's Billy right in the front there, and he's got that big hair.
Right.
And it's something, man. I'm telling you, Billy, you look better now.
Yeah, he
That
was
hair was something.
he was definitely trying to be like 1987 Pretty Boy Floyd.
Yeah, he was.
He was really going for that.
He rocked it a little bit, though. I mean, it was,
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, he's a blonde guy. Blonde guys.
Yeah.
I don't know what he was trying for there. But
Charmed life. I don't even.
yeah.
I hate him.
Yeah, I do too. But I thought about ordering his that food truck, Smoking Rock and Roll. I almost forgot the name of his truck because he doesn't talk to me at all. They have a Thanksgiving dinner that they're doing,
It's fantastic.
so you can order it. And
Yeah.
you can order like different parts of it, what you want, that kind of thing. Smoking Rock and Roll food truck, whatever. Look it up and order their Thanksgiving dinner. I wanted to order it, but then they kind of outpriced me because I want to get a lot of food. But it looks really good. Have you ever had it?
I've had it the last 3 years and probably having it again this year. I'm just waiting for
Really?
my mom to get back to me to tell me what we're doing. But yeah, I've done it the last, I think 3, maybe 4 years. It's at least 3. It's phenomenal. And you're saying it outpriced you because of the amount of food. Dude, you will not believe the amount of food that you get. Oh my God. Whatever you were looking at, think half of it.
Really?
Think if you were looking at like the trays of stuffing or whatever, order the half trays, not the full trays. Dude, a tray of stuffing is like a full slot in your refrigerator. It's like the whole thing. And the same with the mac and cheese, everything. It's a lot of food.
Well, it looks fantastic. I mean, when you read the descriptions of what they make, I mean, it looks really good.
I was always like Thanksgiving Nazi, like it's my favorite holiday. Imagine that fat guy that liked Thanksgiving. But it is my favorite holiday, and I was always Johnny Cook guy, or we always cooked like the bigger turkey every year.
Yeah.
Since Billy started doing that, we've been going that route, and it's far better than anything I could cook.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing my own this year because we're not really near a whole lot of family. So, but
Hit up Billy. Yeah, call Billy. It's worth it, dude.
Do you get a friend discount considering we just gave him like 15 minutes of advertising? Does that count? No.
He might. Who knows?
He's not listening. I'm assuming he's not listening. Now, Billy.
Yeah, he's done. He hung up.
He's like,
He jumped in. What's up, guys? Out.
Now we got fighting going on the texting here.
Do we?
No. Melissa definitely knows about Rick. Creep her out.
Well, all right.
Okay, Sandra, I'll quit trying to promote her through a running joke.
All right, everybody, calm down.
Don't be done. Come on, man. We're just all having fun here. He's there.
Look at there he is.
So do we get the family discount, Billy? Otherwise, I'm going to spread that picture around and you and Kid Wickham that hair.
The unfortunate thing is he'll just spread around pictures of him and Leah, and everybody will see how unbelievably high he raised the bar, or jumped over the bar. Yeah. And no embarrassing pictures can embarrass him from that.
That's true.
Oh, there you go. Of course. There's your discount.
Yeah, the problem is when I call to order, he won't answer the phone.
Yeah. He'll say, yeah, just work it out with Todd. And Todd will be like, yeah, it's full price. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
$200? Yeah, you can have a $197.
Call Smoking Rock and Roll. Order your Thanksgiving dinner.
It is.
They do a professional job, though, man.
Oh yeah.
It's not like when you think food truck, you're not thinking high end food, but it's really good.
No, dude, I've actually been out there when they did the Thanksgiving stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's those guys are going like maniacs, cooking up the birds. They have all laid out like 30, 40, 50 birds, and they're cooking away nonstop, man, making it happen. It's fantastic though.
Billy played my old club, filled them, and rocked the house, Mario's Tap House.
Oh yeah.
Look, I'm not going to say anything bad about Billy at all, or that place that we used to do the show.
Yeah.
But I remember the last time I was out doing the show there,
yeah,
podcast there, and they were doing the Thanksgiving thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And all you heard were birds like screaming in the background as they chopped the heads off. And no, but all you heard was pounding in the back, and it wasn't Billy with the wife; it was him literally that were just making his food in the back, and all you heard was this pounding.
Sure he wasn't pounding his head into a table because of what Chiselka was saying?
It could have been. Dude, I admit I'm a gold digger. I wonder if Mike has hit him up to do a podcast out there yet.
Probably not yet. He's still putting it together. Got big plans, though, so I've heard.
They don't involve me. I don't understand.
You lost that privilege, man.
I did. All right, so you went to Detroit to see some metal over the weekend.
I did. I went to see Pantera with special guests Metallica and Wolfie Van Halen.
Now, did any of them have hair like Billy and Kid Wicked?
I'd say Robert Trujillo has longer hair than Billy, but not like that.
Yeah.
He didn't have the big spiky hair, no.
All right, so I've heard some new Wolfie stuff, and it was actually pretty good.
Yeah, he's good. He didn't fit that show at all.
No, but was he any good?
He's okay. I mean, it's hard to really get into him. He played like 6 tunes. I think 6. So, not a lot.
Yeah, I'm really upset because my wife said, I listened to the whole album the other day. It was really fantastic. I'm like, all right, dude, you already made out with his dad. Can we not have you making out with the kid too?
Yeah, well, he's newly married to like a supermodel. I'm sure it had nothing to do with that Van Halen money.
No, I know. So how was Pantera?
Pantera rocked. I mean, they were really good. The only bummer I had about Pantera is a little short. It was right at an hour, 11 songs, right at an hour, and they killed it, man. I saw today they announced another run for 2024, like a headlining run. Of course, nothing near us.
Right.
Nothing even close to at us where I could go. Maybe closest I think was Grand Rapids, which is definitely not near us.
What? Why?
I don't know. I don't know. It just pisses me off that there's not been a Cleveland show yet with Pantera.
Why don't all these bands not come here?
Because of this stupid Wimmer shit, the Danny Wimmer stuff down in Columbus. They all signed that stupid contract where they won't play within 100 miles.
I thought that was for festivals.
It is. Well, Pantera played that festival.
Pantera and Metallica is not a festival.
No, not this time, but Pantera did play that festival in the summer. Now, I'm not saying that they're still being held to it. I just on this run, they're just not. Could very well be that the Live Nation folks are just being cheap fucks. That wouldn't shock me either, because they are notoriously cheap in this town.
Now, did Pantera do all the hits?
That's all they did. First
Really?
3 records, no songs off of Great Southern Trendkill or Reinventing the Steel. It was all Walk, Fucking Hostile, Mouth for War, 5 Minutes Alone, Cowboys from Hell. It was definitely the songs that even the casual people would know. So it was good. And then when it came to Metallica, as I think I had told you, and I might have even said here on the show, I really wasn't planning on staying.
Yeah.
I fully thought I was going to go to the show. I was going to see Pantera, which is all I really wanted to see. And then I was going to leave. And that was it. And so I got, I was there. I was fully pumped up after Pantera. And
They do cemetery gates?
no, they don't do that anymore. Phil can't do that. But I was like, I was full of energy, and I was like, well, I'm gonna stay for like 2 or 3 Metallica songs, and if they don't blow me away, I'm out of here. That was kind of my attitude, because Pantera ended really early. I don't even think it was 8 o'clock when they ended. I mean, it was early.
Wow.
And I was like, even if they would have gone a half hour later, I would have just left. I will say that. If it was 8:30, I would have left. Because by the time I would have got to my car, it's like 9 o'clock, 3 hours back. It's midnight. That's kind of what I wanted to be back home, was at midnight. But they ended so early, I was like, well, let me at least catch a couple of Metallica songs. And they came out and just ripped. And I was like, yep, I'm here. So I stayed for the whole thing. It's great. It's a good time.
Did they do a lot of the hits, or was a lot of it new, or was it both? Or
It was both. I mean, the thing is the tickets were for 2 nights, were for both Friday and Sunday,
yeah.
and it's that whole guaranteed no repeat weekend.
Oh.
So like on my show, I did not the big songs I did not get were I didn't get One or Enter Sandman.
Oh wow. Okay.
But I didn't care because One I think is overplayed to death, and same with Enter Sandman. I could care less if I ever hear those two again. But instead, I got kind of like the cooler, I think the cooler night. They opened with Creeping Death, and I was just like, yeah, that rocks. And then they had like Harvester of Sorrow. They played Through the Never from the Black Album, so it wasn't even one of the tired, overplayed ones necessarily. They played a few from the new record. They played The Day That Never Comes from Death Magnetic, which is one of my absolute favorites of the more modern day tunes. The only tune that they played that truly had me going, Jesus fucking Christ, was Fuel, which I hate.
Yeah, not a big fan of that one,
But that was the only bad song that they played the whole night. And I mean, they played one of the ballads. I don't remember which, but it was a good set. It was Leper Messiah and stuff like that. That's kind of deeper. I was like, all right, this is a great set. So I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it overall. I didn't enjoy coming home. Did you ever get that where you're like full of juice and then you're driving home and then then the endorphins just let loose and you just fall, you're like ready to go to sleep?
yeah.
That was this. Coming out, it was like, yeah, Metallica! Within, I don't know, an hour, windows are down, air conditioner's on, stereo's full blast. Got to make it home.
See, I haven't been to a good show in so long. I mean, I went to Tesla, I think, last September?
Yeah.
But I haven't been to like a good, big rock show in a long time. I mean, I want to see a band like Metallica or something like that. But I just am too... I'm not too old, but I can't do these festival deals.
I don't want. See, I hate festivals. This was even a little too big for me personally. I mean, and I don't really want to complain because it was a good show, but the one thing that was not that good was that stage is terrible. It's just lousy, and you couldn't really see. Like, you spent most of your time kind of looking around, seeing where everybody was at.
Right.
Because it's so big. It's just too big. And they had those poles that had, like, screens on the top of them, but they weren't always showing different guys performing, so you couldn't really watch the poles either.
Right.
So sometimes you'd be watching, you'd see, like, Hetfield or something, and that was okay if he was, like, 3,000 feet away on the other side of the stage. But then it would just switch to like some liquid dripping around or something, or graphics of some sort. I was like, dude, just put the band on these fucking things.
Yeah, the only show that there's like only shows to go to like Blossom, and I don't want to go to Blossom.
Yeah, I'm not going to Blossom. I'll never go into Blossom again. I don't care who plays there.
It's not fun to go see a show there, and the parking sucks, and the hill sucks, and
yeah. And now they banned chairs.
Yeah, you can't even take a chair there to sit on the lawn. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't want to go there anymore. Yeah. No real good shows go to like the stadium or even Rocket Mortgage. I mean,
you know what?
Depeche Mode was there the other night.
Yeah, Depeche Mode. You know what bothers me the most about Blossom? 40 years that place has been open, and they haven't figured out a cart system to get you back to your car.
Yeah, I know.
Are you kidding me?
Or mow the grass.
Yeah, well, that too, but dude, how much money would, think about it, at the end of a show, when you're tired, wouldn't you pay $10, $20 to take the cart back to your car?
Of course.
I would too, every time. They would probably make a couple $1 million a year if they would just invest $100,000 into carts.
Or a tram, something like that.
A tram, anything. Just a tram would be great if you could see it 100 people on it, and it would just run 3 of them at a time, run a loop, and just run it up there, $20 to get on the stupid thing. that would be sold out going back. After the show, when everybody's a little tanked up anyway, it would be sold the fuck out.
What about a proposed new arena intended just for concerts? You know what I heard?
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw this. Nautica Complex?
Mm-mm.
They're talking about getting some of those, those buildings that are down there. I think like where Trilogy and stuff used to be, some of the old buildings around there, steel plants and all that kind of stuff, and turning them into like a big concert facility.
What for? We don't get any shows.
Nautica sucks. Nautica's fine for, I don't know, the summer, but other than that, you can't do anything down there. But I think this is supposed to be something that's going to be enclosed and be for concerts.
See, here's the problem with that idea. The venues we have are not full. When's the last time you heard of a good show at the Odeon, which is still open?
Yeah, no, you don't see those.
Have you heard of a good show in 10 years at the Odeon?
No.
Remember, you used to not be able to go a week without a good show.
Yeah.
When is the last time you heard of a good show at Billy's old club, the Foundry? I'm not saying that they don't happen. I'm saying that we don't hear about them. Most of the time, they're not happening.
And there's not. Yeah, if they do have a show, it's not very good bands.
Yeah, that's the problem. The venues we do have are not full. Nobody's booking them. The only place, look, and I don't want to kill these people because a lot of them I do know and are nice, but the corporatization of Cleveland has wrecked Cleveland concerts. The House of Blues has wrecked Cleveland concerts. The MGM has wrecked Cleveland concerts.
Yeah.
Because think about it, dude. Any mid-level, small to mid-level band, 1,500 to 3,000 drawing band, they play at the House of Blues or they play at the MGM every time. There's no Odeon, which makes the small clubs have to book bands that can't fill them. Makes the Odeon, instead of the Odeon having a band that could fill 1,000 people, but only they could jam 800 into that place. Instead, now the Odeon has to look at a band that only will draw like 350 people, and then it doesn't make any sense for them because they can't. When you take out their staffing and their, lights and electric and insurance and all that other stuff, it's not worth it.
I just thought of the fact I'm supposed to go see a show this weekend. Chris
At the Odeon?
runs the Agora, right?
What is?
Chris runs the Agora?
Yeah, Chris Zedebart.
Yeah, I need to get his number from you again because he told me that he was going to put me on a list to see Wish You Were Here.
Okay.
Because I didn't get to go to last time because the parking people
Right.
and kept parking and I got screwed. So I'm supposed to go I think they have the show this Saturday, actually.
Okay.
So I got to check and make sure I'm
Yeah.
on that list. I'm going to go there. The Agora, I love the Agora to see shows.
I used to.
You don't like it now? What's wrong with it now?
I don't like the remodel, especially.
I haven't been inside since they did the remodel.
Well, they took all the chairs out.
Did they really?
Yeah.
What am I supposed to do?
Stand.
Wow.
Or rent they have like a few of those like tall tables.
Yeah.
Like the standing tables. They have a few that you can rent or you can buy for extra. Or you could sit in the balconies. The high balcony, or you can sit upstairs. I mean, they do have seats upstairs, but that's not always open. Depends on the show. I'd imagine for Wish You Were Here, it'll probably be open. And for you, I mean, they ain't gonna tell you that you can't sit.
Well, I'm kind of looking forward to going if I'm still going.
Yeah, I mean, they're not
They
gonna
do a good show, right?
Who? Wish You Were Here?
Yeah.
That's as good as Pink Floyd themselves.
Wow.
That's a great show. That's not a good show. That's as good as it gets, honestly. And I'm not just saying that because I know a few of the guys. Because I don't know those guys that well, but B, that show is amazing. They have put in so much money to make the laser show cool, and the big old circle screen in the middle is like Pink Floyd has, and they have the floating pigs and all the stuff, and it's a great show.
Well, I'll see if I'm going to that because I kind of want to go now.
Yeah.
I just got a message from the Flat Earth guy. He is going to come on the show at some point. We're going to set up a date.
Okay.
He's going to come on, and we're not going to talk Flat Earth because that will be banned from YouTube. but we're going to talk about why God created such things like weed
Okay.
and the leaves to make cocaine and everything else, and why they're out there. If God didn't want you to do it, why did He put them there?
Works for me.
So we're going to get some scripture, and He's going to tell us what's going on. So looking forward to that.
I don't know that we need. I don't know that we need him to tell us what's going on. We could just kind of turn on the news and see what's going on. As we're fucked.
People love the flat Earth guys. So
No, I do too. I do.
I want them to tell us why we're not fucked. And then
Wait a minute. The Bible says you can't lie.
yeah, well, then we're fucked. We're gonna wrap things up for today because
right.
You're not feeling well.
Yeah, I'm really not. But
and then Wednesday we'll have Tony Masaccio on.
Cool.
And working on maybe Mario coming on, talk about his toy drive at Mario's Barbershop in Parma that he's got going on for the kids.
Okay.
We'll hopefully get some more other stuff on as well.
Sure.
I'll talk to that Earth guy. We'll get a date for him. And have yourself a great day. We'll talk to you again on Wednesday.
See ya.